Yo, what up? It's Monte. You're now watching Monte's Under My Hood podcast. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get the content. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any subjects or anything you want me to speak on. I've been getting a lot of comments. Thank you for y'all tuning in. The ones that do, the ones that don't. If it's possible for y'all, man, I ain't gonna front. If y'all can, because I'm not on Facebook or nothing like that. So if y'all can, like, put some of my joints or the last episode and this episode and the first one on Facebook, that would be great. I'm not on Facebook. I don't want to go on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? I know it might come to a point to where I ain't gonna have no choice, but I just don't want to go on Facebook right now. My life has been great without Facebook, and I don't want to put it back on there at all because I don't feel I need it. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, like I said, share, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that. This is episode 3. I love you, but do I really? I love you, but do I really? Now, the reason why I say that, and like I said, I put myself out there, and I put fellas out there as far as what they go through, what we all go through, females as well. But before I even go there, I had people who commented on the last video. I even got text messages. I had people who like, yo, you're speaking on stuff that a lot of people would love to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You're saying things that a lot of fellas want to say, but they can't. You're saying things that females want to say, but they can't. You know what I mean? So it was just something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always say, oh, God gave it to me. I'm not saying God gave it to me, but I just felt it was something that I needed to just start doing, was put myself out there, because I'm just trying to grow, and we all can grow together. And I just was just like, yo, let's start a podcast or YouTube channel or whatever this is. But like I said, it'll look more professional later on down the line. But I've been getting text messages. I even had a text message from somebody. I don't say no names or nothing on here, but they said that it was a situation where they were married in a relationship, and their husband and or wife was texting somebody, and they got up from the table while they were texting. You know what I mean? And it's like from that prior situation, it's like, that's crazy. Like, you sitting with your husband or your wife, you're sitting with them. All of a sudden, somebody texts their phone, and they get up to continue the conversation elsewhere. Like, that's mad weird. Mad weird. But do you put that on blast? Do you go and grab the phone? Do you do all this extra stuff, which comes into the I love you part? But that's what I'm saying. That's why this episode is called I Love You, but do I really? It's because it's this. You love a person. And I remember when my mom, now shout out to my mom. I remember when my mom told me, this was back when I was in high school. And I had, like, you know how we be having those high school crushes or whatever, and I was in love with this person like crazy, and we was together for a little bit, and I was still staying at home at the time, I think. So I don't know if I still was in school, or it might have been a year, or no, I think I was still in school, because I moved out. I think I got an apartment like the year after I graduated. So yeah, no, I was still in school, but apparently me and the girl broke up. And I guess I lost it. I lost my mind. My mom was like, you better chill. And I was like, yo, I'm going to kill myself if this girl don't get back with me. I need her in my life. I'm going to kill myself. And I'm like, yo, that love wasn't even real. But you see how little stuff like that from high school, you'll say something crazy like that. I'll kill myself because you don't think nobody else. I don't want to be with nobody else ever, ever. And then all of a sudden, 30 relationships later, you're not even thinking about that person. That person ain't even think about you. But I thought you was gonna kill yourself. You see, it's just crazy. But this "I love you" thing is what I'm saying. I love you, but do I really? And I want to say it. I want to see how I want to how to break this down. Um, when you love somebody, you go out your way to make sure that they feel loved. Um, you, I guess, take them out to eat. You financially make sure they straight. Physically, people would say you would have sex with them, or you'll give them massages, or you would uh, take and get their hair done, their nails done. Men, females, I'm cooking for my man. I'm wearing lingerie for my man. Making his meals before he goes to work. I'm washing his clothes. I'm doing stuff like that you would do for somebody that you love, like something like you would do for your child. Like even when your child gets older to do their own thing, the parents still do stuff for him. Like, oh, my son is in college, but yet I still wash his clothes. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she has her own business, but yet I still let her stay at the house. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like love. Like you just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But when you're in a relationship, it just seems like love only goes so far, and then all of a sudden it turns into something else. And it's just like, what? You know? And it's like, you're willing to do whatever for this person. But do you go against what you believe in? Do you go against what you believe in? Do you go against what you feel is right, what you feel is wrong, all to make sure that person is happy and satisfied? And if you do so, did you just idolize that person? For example, let's say you're a person and you go to church Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The only day that you don't go to church is on Monday. But you don't go with somebody who's in the church. The person that you're in a relationship with is not in the church at all. So we're just going to use that. Right? They smoke. That person smokes. That person drinks. That person is always on the video games. And we're talking about from a male standpoint. I'm going to give a female standpoint later. But from a male standpoint, that's what he does. So I'm speaking on behalf of a female now. Your boyfriend, he smokes, he drinks, he plays video games all the time. He's always with the fellas, all that. You doing whatever you can to try to fit in, but nothing that he does, you cool with. Nothing that he does, you agree with. You don't. The lifestyle he chooses, you're not with that, but yet you claim that you love him though, right? So what you do is you start smoking just to try to fit in with the crew. You start drinking just to fit in with the crew. You start playing video games when you hate playing games. You start doing stuff that he likes doing just to fit in. But the backside of that is he didn't add no extra love. He didn't give you no signs of appreciation for even doing that. So you sacrificed your integrity just to get more time with him. So now you are a smoker because you smoked. Now you are a drinker because you drink. Now you play video games because you played the game. Right? The downside of that is if y'all get in an argument and you bring that up, oh my God, babe, I love you so much. I don't understand why you don't do this for me. I smoked for you. I drank for you. I played the video game for you. I did. And what he gonna say is, nobody told you to play the game. Nobody told you to smoke. I didn't ask you to smoke. I didn't ask you to drink either. You did that on your own. So don't try to swing that on me. Don't try to swing that on me. Don't try to make it seem like I told you to do these things. I did not tell you to do none of that. You did all that on your own. That's not love. You did it because you was trying to spend time with me. Not because I asked you to do that. I know you don't smoke. I know you don't drink. I know you don't play video games. That's why I didn't ask you to do it. Then she would be like, well, okay, well, when are you going to make time for us? Because you spend all your time doing all those things. And I wanted to me time. That's where the problem is. That's what she makes sense. So when are you going to make time for me? Because all you do is smoke. All you do is drink. All you do is play the video games. All you do is kick it with your boys. You don't make no time for me. But yet, to keep my mouth shut, you'll give me $50 to get my hair and my nails done. Or, I mean, it costs way more, of course. So you'll give me $200 to get my hair and nails done. But that's just to keep my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? You'll do that for me. You'll do things like that. But you won't give me what I want, which is quality time. Because the quality time that I'm asking of you is things that you don't do. What if she want to just sit down and watch TV? What if she just want to watch a movie? What if she just want to cuddle and watch a movie? What if she just wants to go to the park and walk? These are things that I'm presently and past been asked to walk at the park, and I always came up with an excuse to not go walk at the park. Always came up with an excuse on, oh, why can't we just cuddle and watch TV? Or why can't we look up some YouTube some YouTube videos that's intriguing to make us think? Why can't we do that? Why can't we watch this? Why I always got to be that? Can we watch something else? Can we choose something that I want to watch? Can we choose something that I want to do? And I'll be like, all right. But then I don't feel like I'm involved in it, or she don't feel that I'm involved in it. So then, guess what? She doesn't bring it back to the table ever again, because she see that I'm not in tune with it. She assumed that I don't want to do it. So even if I didn't want to do it, I still could have showed compassion, or could have showed the fact that even if I didn't want to do it, for her, I did it. And it wasn't nothing to go against nothing that I was doing, because there's nothing wrong with watching TV. Nothing wrong with trying to learn new things. There's nothing wrong with walking at the park. There's nothing wrong with none of that. You know what I mean? Instead of you just, no. But if somebody else call, yo, what's up, cuz? Oh, yo, you hear Kyrie about to go to da-da-da-da? Now you're on the phone for hours talking about basketball, but yet you couldn't spend half an hour, 40 minutes just to talk to your girl when she came home from work. You couldn't ask her how her day was. That's one side. Flip it. Female standpoint, right? Because now the female, okay, because the story I just gave you was the guy, he smoked, he drank, things of that nature. She didn't do it, but she sacrificed herself by doing those things to try to fit in, and it still didn't work. All right, now, dude's standpoint. She likes to be with her friends. She likes to go get her hair and nails done. She likes to, I don't know, go to her friend's house all the time, or go to her family's house, go to cookouts, go to do this, and this. All the stuff that dudes don't like doing, or dudes don't want to do, right? But all of a sudden, he's like, all right, man, I'm going to go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where all her time is. She like going out to clubs. She like going to music concerts. She like going to anything that females like doing. I can't list it because I'm not female, but anything that females like doing and dudes don't like doing. He all of a sudden is like, all right, well, yeah, I'll go with you to the concert. Or, yeah, I'll go with you out to the nightclub. Mind you, this dude is a dude who don't do nightclubs. I'll just say me. This is not a scenario about me, but it could be similar. I don't do nightclubs. I don't do lounges and stuff like that, unless it's like quiet and cool. But I mean, it's not the fact that I don't do them. It's just I'm not big on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I can't do it. It's just I'm not big on it. So if it's put on the board of things to do, it's like, oh, I don't really want to do that, because I don't really like being around a lot of people, and then a lot of loud people at that, and then just cats just be belligerent and stuff when they smoking and when they drunk and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm trying to think, like, what all from a dude standpoint, because it'd be different from a dude standpoint and from a female standpoint. That's why on some of these shows I'm gonna have females on as well, where I can get both takes, because it's hard to give a female side too, because all female sides is way different than guy sides, and I could be thinking one way and the female could be thinking totally different. So I don't want to put no words or no things out on what a female would say or do if this isn't the total opposite. But I'm just saying, for example, all these things that they like doing, and I'll be like, you know what? All right, I'll do it. I'll go to the nightclub. All right, I'll go get my hands and my hands and feet done with you. Oh yeah, I'll go with you to your grandma's house or whatever, and this, and this. And but then y'all get in an argument, and then randomly the dude brings it up. Oh well, I just did all of this for you. You know what I'm saying? I went over to your grandma's house. I went over to, you know what I'm saying? I went to get our nails done and our feet done. I was with you. I went to the nightclub, and you know I don't like going to the nightclub. And she says the same thing. Who told you to go? Nobody told you to go. Nobody told you to go to my grandma's house, but why do you don't want to go to my grandma's house? What my grandma done to you? If she didn't do anything to you, I don't see that as a problem. That's not a lot of people. So I respected what you was trying to do. I respected you by not going out to a public spot where everybody is. And I just took you to an intimate spot, like over to my grandma's house. What's wrong with going over to my grandma's house? What's wrong with going over to my cousin's house when it's only me, you, my cousin, and maybe my cousin's kids or something like that? What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, yo, but I didn't ask you to do these things. Oh, I know you didn't ask, but at the same time, I'm just doing it because of the fact that I'm showing you that I am trying to change. I'm like, well, are you really trying to change? Or are you just doing that just to prove a point to her that, yeah, I did it because of you, but you didn't do that back? That's that back and forth bickering. I love you, but do I really? If you love somebody, are you going to do it? You will do these things, but at the same time, if it questions your integrity, are you still going to do it? And if you do, if you go against your integrity, is it love or is it you just proving a point? Are you just proving a point that you'll do whatever for that woman? You'll do for whatever for that man. If it means you robbing the bank, all right, well, I'm about to be the driver for it. Even though you so against stealing, you so against robbing banks, but at the same time, since that's what he do, and I want to be so ride or die, I'm gonna do it. Instead of just being like, you know what, you on your own with that. You on your own with that. I'm not rocking with you on that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta learn to love, of course, but not love and stupidity. Like, don't idolize a person and just put them over everything because it's the stupidity that they're doing just because you want to spend time with them. If they don't want to spend time with you, and if you don't want to spend time with them, then y'all might need to go y'all separate ways. But it sounds like if y'all been in a relationship and if y'all need to sacrifice, y'all both need to sacrifice, period. But y'all gotta meet in the middle because she needs to know the things that you like, that you don't like. You need to know the things that she likes, that she don't like, and you should be able to meet in the middle. Nobody's telling her to not go to the nightclubs. Nobody's telling her not to go to their grandmas. Nobody's telling her not to go over to her cousins. Nobody's telling him to stop smoking. Nobody's telling him to stop drinking. Nobody's telling him to stop playing games. So since you see those three, and you see those three, you just put those to the table and build around them and be like, all right, well, we're going to go here. But don't drink, don't smoke. Or, hey, we're going to go during the day. So it's not a nightclub. Everybody's not going to be there. It's just going to be just us. But if you say no to that, you really don't have no legitimate reason. Why? Why? I ask myself that. You can't ask me that. Why? Why didn't you go outside? Oh, it's too hot. Now, I feel, me personally, me and heat, we don't mix. So, I feel that, man, it's too hot is a legitimate excuse on my end. 10 times out of 10, that's not a legitimate excuse for everybody. But on my end, I feel that that's legit. Bro, it's 93 degrees outside. Why the heck you want to go outside and walk? Why you want to go outside and walk? At 93 degrees, why? Oh, I just want to be outside. Then you go outside. Then all of a sudden, he don't never want to do nothing with me anyway. We already conversated. You already know I don't like heat like that. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything. Any of those things. We females find reasons to not do nothing with they dudes or whatever. Dudes find reasons on why they don't want to do nothing with their women. And don't get it twisted. I respect the fact that we all need our own separate lives. That's cool. But you do also need to create a life for you two together. There should be date nights. There should be game nights for you two. Stuff like that. That's the only way y'all gonna be able to build. Y'all can't build no other way. I go through this joint. I'm going through this joint right now. I'm trying to learn how to build more with my queen. I don't know how to build with her. She do this, I do that. All I know is I don't want to leave her, and I hope she don't want to leave me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, all right, so what are you going to sacrifice? Because you love her, and she loves you. She knows what you like and what you don't like. You know what she like and she don't like. How y'all going to meet that together? Because I love you. But do I love you for real? But do I really love you though? Because if I really do, I will find time to make stuff happen. I will sacrifice things that I do with other people to make sure that the time I spend with you is valuable. Period. That's where I need to get you. Because that's where I'm not at. I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like about this podcast. I tell y'all about myself. I tell you right now. You can call the queen. I'm not a perfect boyfriend. She's not a perfect girlfriend. I don't think none of y'all is perfect in nothing that y'all doing either. You're not a perfect husband. You're not a perfect wife. Nothing like that. But what is a husband? That's a whole nother episode. What is a husband? What is a wife? What's the requirements of a husband? What's the requirements of a wife? It's a lot of people who say now that it's a lot of females that say, no, I'm not cooking for you. I'm not cooking for you. I'm not your slave. It's a lot of dudes that's like, yo, I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing that for you. But then all of a sudden they feel that they can switch it on when they get married all of a sudden. No, that switch don't work. If you can't do it now, how do you feel that that person is going to propose to you, get married to you, and then all of a sudden you hit the switch and you're going to be consistent in that thing? Nah, bro. Nah. It's not that. And it's not that easy. It's definitely not that easy. I pray for everybody's relationships out there. Y'all pray for mine. You know what I'm saying? My relationships has its ups. It definitely has its downs. It's a lot of people's relationships who have their ups and definitely have their downs. But at the same time, if you love that person, you got to prove that. But prove it in ways that you do not sacrifice your integrity on what you believe. Not saying that what the person that you with, they doing wrong. But if you're against it, don't do it just to get them to pay attention. Because you're going to get smacked in the face if an argument or a debate comes up and you try to bring that up and be like, oh, but I did this for you. I didn't ask you to do that. Yeah, I didn't. I know you didn't ask. I did it because I love you. That's why I did it. That's your answer. I did it because I love you. I start smoking because I love you. I start drinking because I love you. Now, this is my thing. Even though you did that, you're totally wrong because now you went against your own integrity. Now you're idolizing this person. Now you're going all the way out your way to make this person that, to the point to where you're doing stuff that you've never done ever in your life just to make them happy. And now y'all debating back and forth and they still not happy. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that. You got to make sure you happy first. Then you can make everybody else happy. But if you not happy, ain't nobody else going to be happy, bro. And I learned that because I always used to put everybody in front of me. I just started putting myself first. And when you put yourself first, it's going to be a lot of scars to come with that because a lot of people don't agree with you putting yourself first. You thinking about your own self. You worried about your personal feelings on your own. There's a lot of people who ain't going to agree with that. Period. I know my queen don't agree with everything I'll be saying. I'm like, man, bunk, I don't care what you're saying. I'm going to make sure that I'm straight. I'm going to do this for me. Oh, yeah, it's always you. It's always about you. It's always about you. If it ain't about me, it'll never be about us because I can't make us a thing if I ain't even 100% content with me. You can't even make yourself us if you ain't even 100% with you. If you can't take care of your own self, How I think you gonna take care of me? How you think you gonna take care of all this other stuff? But you gotta be mindful. If I see you doing so much stuff for other people, if you see your man or your woman doing so much stuff for other people, but then when it comes to your relationship, they ain't doing much, they just sitting around because they tired, because of all the energy that they gave everybody else, do they really love you? Are they really respecting what y'all got going on? Because if they do, they would sacrifice what they doing with everybody else to make sure y'all straight first. At all times. Make sure y'all straight. Not going against the grain, not going against the integrity, just making sure that y'all straight. Y'all straight, then you make everybody else straight. But until y'all straight, ain't nobody else until y'all straight. And you can't keep, I'm about to close because I'm going too long. And people, we cannot keep holding stuff in until it's time to argue. And then all of a sudden, a list of stuff that the person did wrong, a list of stuff that your man did wrong, a list of stuff that you got that she did wrong, all of a sudden comes up on the forefront and it just explodes in the person's face right then and there. You can't do that. If you feel some type of way, why do you have fear to be able to talk to your partner about that? You should be able to talk to your partner about anything. Why hold on to it? It's not helping the process. You not telling other people what's going on. We got to release these things, man. If we don't release them things will blow up. They'll just erupt like a volcano and just keep flowing out. And they keep flowing out, and now every field and every yard around your situation just get caught on fire of something small that you held on to for months. And then all of a sudden that thing erupted and it added on extra. Now all of a sudden y'all can't sing together no more. Now all of a sudden this is trash, this is that. Praying for all relationships out there, man. But at the same time, make sure this is good. Make sure your heart is right. Is this your heart right here? Right here. You know what? You get my point. Make sure, I'm talking about you. Just make sure you straight. Make sure you straight. Make sure you good. Because without you being straight and you good, you can't say, I love you to anybody. Because you don't even love yourself. As soon as you love yourself, then you can spread that love with everybody else. But don't spread the love and all that stuff with other people. And you don't even love yourself. We can tell. Because you bend over backwards for so many other people. But then when it's time for you to show the love into the relationship that you try to take to the next level as being husband and wife or business partners or things of that nature, you're not even putting forth that much of an effort. But you stopped because you felt your partner stopped. So since the partner stopped, all right, I'm going to stop too. If both of y'all stopped, it's a pause in the relationship. And at this point, it's not even a relationship. Y'all both just need to go ahead and say, the relationship is done. Because I paused, you paused, we both at a standstill. What are we doing? See what I'm saying? I love you. But do I really?